Starting off with the big solos, 500cc solos. They're part of this race is part of a round robin to score points to get to the final at the end of the afternoon. No Tyrone Domain, I'm afraid. That means Clive Sales is on his own. We have Daniel Broughton and Thomas Rowlett together. Martyin, Sturgeon, Adam Filmer, and Carl Harrington, Warren Atkinson. That's your lineup for race 1. 500cc best pairs. Summer Spectacular Open Pairs 2017 away. And I don't think they like it. I think they want to go back and do it again. I think that's a full start. All back to start again. The rerun of race 1, and here we go. That was a cleaner, better start as they hurtled down towards the first turn. 6 in it. It looks like Martyin, Sturgeon and Adam Filmer, who are riding as a pair, who are first and second at the moment. Indeed it is. 15. Martyin, Sturgeon, 24, Adam Filmer. 114 and 29. Thomas Rowlett and Carl Harrington, but they're not a pair. They're opening their account with a good 1-2 at the moment. Martyin, Sturgeon and Adam Filmer. Local lads. Big and Ashfordish. 114, 29. Carl Harrington. And it's all happening here at Frittenden. Last lap flag is out already. Martyin, Sturgeon and Adam Filmer piling up the points this early in the meeting. Tommy Rowlett, Carl Harrington, Warren Atkinson and Daniel Broughton. Those positions remaining unchanged. The checkered flag goes for Martyin, Sturgeon and his partner Adam Filmer. Maximum points from their first ride. 1-1-4, Tommy Rowlett, followed by Carl Harrington, followed by Warren Atkinson. And limping home at the back is number 5, Daniel Broughton. 500cc solos, the first race of the afternoon. A cracking win for the master pair in that race, and that was win for number 15, Martyin, Sturgeon. Second to number 24, his partner, Adam Filmer. In third place, we had 1-1-4, Thomas Rowlett. In fourth place, number 29, Carl Harrington. In fifth place, number 212, Warren Atkinson. And in sixth place, number 5, Daniel Broughton. The winner's time was 1 minute 18.51 seconds. From the top, 15, 24, 114, 29, 212 and 5. No other finishers. 1 minute 18.51 seconds. That's the time to beat. And these bikes probably won't do it because they've got slightly smaller engines. 350cc's. Don't forget, Mark Giles rides with Megan Holtby. Barry Coates, instead of Megan Holtby, with Connor Bell. Connor Bell and Mark Giles are a pair. Megan Holtby and Barry Coates non-starters. Here we go. Down the first straight and into the turn. It looks like Dave Mears has got the whole shot with his partner Mark Taylor in top of the chute, with Mark Giles trying to split the pair up. Now it's not a good pairs race. Mark's idea now to get in and break those two up and lessen their points tally and hope that his mate can come up through from behind. Round they go. Dave Mears on his super quick 350. Leading the way. Mark Giles in second. Mark Taylor in third. James Peters and Michael Peters, I believe they're a pair. It's all to fight for here. The last lap flag comes out already. It just seemed to be a quick race. From Mark Giles, from Mark Taylor. James Peters, Michael Peters. Matt Bankhurst. Then Connor Bell and Brian Cornelius. Checkered flag. There it is. Mark Giles, Mark Taylor. So the pairings of first and second are a pair there. We get James Peters, Mark Pankhurst, Michael Peters. And then Connor Bell and Brian Cornelius. bringing up the rear. Race 2, the 350cc solo, sponsored by Grasstrackforum.co.uk, sponsored by Grasstrackforum.co.uk. And I managed to miss the first one. That was a bad start, wasn't it? I missed the first one. Sponsored by HCCsportstalk.uk. HCCsportstalk.uk. There you are. So the 350cc solos was a win there for number 19, Dave Mears. Second place to 77, which was Mark Giles on Barry Coates' machine. Third was number 170, Mark Taylor, partner to number 19, Dave Mears. Fourth was number 45, James Peters. Fifth was number 28, Max Pankhurst. Sixth was 37, Mike Peters. Seventh was number 14, Connor Bell. And eighth was number 48, Brian Cornelius. The winner's time was 1 minute 21.21 seconds. Left-hand sidecars. Oh, we really only got two. Left-hand sidecar sponsored by DR Luckhurst Butchers of Smarden, who I thought was Luckhurst, but it says here Luckhurst on this line. We have Erwin Bowman leading and number 4 Darren Morris right there with him, and they are partners, so they don't really need to race each other round, they just need to finish. Erwin and Alex Bowman leading then, from Darren Morris and Craig Scott. Alex Bowman, well clear of their partner, Darren Morris and Craig Scott. It's almost like getting a bye, isn't it, into the next round? It's maximum points being scored by these two outfits. Owen and Alex Bowman looking really good on that corner there. Cracking line. Fast enough to do the job without putting things at risk. Number 4, Darren Morris and Craig Scott in second place. And partner to the man in first. The checkered flag is out. And Owen and Alex Bowman take their first win of the afternoon with their partner in hot pursuit in second place, Darren Morris and Craig Scott. Race 3, a win for number 7, Owen and Alex Bowman. In second place, their partner, number 4, Darren Morris and Craig Scott. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 29.04 seconds. 1 minute 29.04. That leads us on to the 250cc solo, sponsored by Oscar Russell. Oscar Russell sponsoring this one. And we have a pair missing, which are number 20, I think that was Aaron Butcher, and 111 Ollie Stanford. We have an additional runner, number 4, Jake Gearing, who is riding solo, no partner. And number 161 is Bernard Adam Shipp, and he will be riding number 23. Off we go, down the back straight. And leading into the first corner in those lovely green suits, putting the power down early and pulling away from the rest of the field. There's a B16 Charlie Brooks. Second place is number 11, which is Anthony Sales. A big battle going on there for that second place. Somebody's roared past. Number 4 Jake Gearing bringing up the rear in his first ever meeting. First ever race. Number 16 Charlie Brooks for you then. On the cross down number 2. I don't know what that is. And round they go. Battle going on for 4th and 5th place. Charlie Brooks. Got it all his own way, hasn't he? That's Adam Shipp on Joel. Any back of those numbers still, but that's Adam Shipp, then he's partner to the leading rider, who is just about to take the checkered flag, and that is number 16, Charlie Brooks. And our tail ender just crossing the line there, so ignore that one for the time being. And then there's Adam Shipp. Should be number 23. Anthony Sales. 28, Julian Collins. 731, Nick Dement. And our other man has retired back to the pits, as he was a lap in arrears. There we go. Right, 250cc solo, sponsored by Oscar Russell. A win there for number 16, Charlie Brooks. In second place, his partner, number 23, Adam Shipp. In third place was number 11, Anthony Sales. In fourth place was number 28, his partner, Julian Collins. In fifth place was number 1, Carl Arthur. And in sixth place, his partner, number 731, Nick Dement. And in seventh place was number 4, Alfred's own, Jake Geary. First ride of his career. 1 minute 22.31 seconds. We are on to the other half of the 250s, sponsored by Ava Russell. And down into the first turn they go. Tight stuff on the first corner. Right, Archie Bargy there on the front. And somebody trying to come around the outside as well. With from 91 Russell Little. They are a pairing partner. So this will all go at that far side. We'll change places and get down to the next turn. Oh, then the man's come up from second back into the lead. So, and the man's come from third up to second and into first place, but he's going very wide. It's all happening here, you know, at Frittenden. 32. A bit between his feet this afternoon. It's the best I've seen him go in a long time. 32 then, Nick Irwin. Right in the wider line, keeping the power on, driving forwards. Well, 82 there was in second place. Russell Little and 68 Chris White. 27 Mr Hollingsby. 37 Tim Neal. Number 5 and 2 bringing up the rear. That's Dave Hollingsby and number 2. I can't see a number 2. 32 Nick Irwin takes his first win of the afternoon from Ben Ilsley in second place. And 91 Russell Little. Third. Alright, big long battles are finished there between those two. One of them was 69, Chris White. And there's number 5, Dave Hollingsby. And a number 2. I don't see a number 2. So, 250cc solo, sponsored by Ava Russell, was a win there for number 32, Nick Irwin. In second place was number 82, Ben Ilsley. In third place we had number 91, Russell Little. And in fourth place, number 68, Chris Mackett. In fifth place was number 37, Tim Neal. In sixth place, number 27, Martyin Hollingsby. In seventh place, number 174, Brandon Gutteridge. In 8th place, number 69, Chris White. In 9th place, number 5, Dave Hollingsby. And in 10th place, number 2, Barry Arthur. The winner's time was 1 minute 30.72 seconds. 1 minute 30.72. That's 32, 82, 91, 68, 37, 27, 174, 69, 5 and 2. Here we go with the 500cc sidecars, sponsored by Lee and John, the Essex Marshals. A big thank you to all the sponsors of all the races this afternoon. It does make things run a bit smoother. And a good start there for number 4. Simon Beard and Richard Webb. And then I think it's Mike Reed and Chris McAlini. First riding 57, I'm told, not 56. Nicely spread out. That's all within grasping distance. It's all to fight for here. Number 4, Simon Beard. 77, Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett. Round we go again. Leader just extending a bit of a lead, and the second place man seemed to have got away, but the third man's closing up on the corner. Anything can happen. There's the last lap flag. And Curtis McAlini. And then 77, Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett. And the checkered flag is out. Number 4. Barry Bennett. On Mike Reed, so I think the pairings there were first and third. Points get interesting as the meeting progresses. 500cc Sidecars, sponsored by Lee and John, the Essex Marshals. Race 6 in your programme was a win for number 4, Simon Beard and Richard Webb. In second place was number 7, Barry Bennett, Knife on Hughes. In third place was 57, Mike Reed and Curtis McAliney. In fourth place was 77, Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett. In fifth place was 87, Richard Jenner and Roddy Sterling. And in sixth place was number 8, Jamie Kinnaird and Lynn Green. A malfunction of the stopwatch means there is no time for race 6. No time for race 6. So from the top 4, 7, 57, 77, 87 and 8, no time. On to race number 7, we have 500cc Sidecars, again sponsored by Lee and John, the Essex Marshals. Lee and John, the Essex Marshals. We're looking for Chris Neame and Josh Russell with James Hogg and Scott Goodwin. And we're looking for Natasha Bartlett, Cara Southgate and Berwick, Mark Hopkins. Away they go. Looks like a cracking start for the Kirby's to me. But my eyesight's not what it used to be. Oh, round they come then. And Berwick and Mark Hopkins the lead. I said the eyesight wasn't what it should be. As they power on towards victory, hotly pursued by that second place outfit, and I think the third one must be the Girlies then. Oh, and the other one stopped. The other one stopped up there by the start line. So 68 is the 73 and 65. So Dan Barrick and Mark Hopkins. Powering on in this one. Man in second place really trying to push it hard, but we've still got that man in front. And Mark Hopkins, James Hogg and Scott Goodwin. From Natasha Bartlett and Cara Southgate. Or Kira, as somebody, I don't know whether I've been which one's the right one and the wrong one. Kira, I think they like to call her. Round they come then. The checkered flag is out. Dan Barrick and Mark Hopkins take their first win. From 73, G.Penfold from Natasha Bartlett and Cara Southgate. And a non-finish for Chris Neame and Josh Russell. Race 7, sponsored by Lee and John, the Essex Marshals. A win for number 68, Dan Barrick and Mark Hopkins. Second place is 73, James Hogg and Scott Goodwin. And third place, number 65, Natasha Bartlett and Kira Southgate. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 24.66. 1 minute 24.66. From the top, 68, 73, 65, 1 minute 24.66. Upright solos, sponsored by Main Motor Solutions. Main Motor Solutions. We have Adrian Harden and Brian Cornelius together, Nigel Coates and Bob Dolman together, Graham Brown and Paul Morphy together, and Phil Kinman and Derek Keys together. And away they go. One's off for the whole shot. I'd say it was Graham Brown by the style, but I could be wrong. I have been before. Bob Dolman, stop number 11. Phil Kinman. Bob Dolman on the front line. Graham Brown broken down in the middle. 16 then, Bob Dolman. 11 Phil Kidman and 7 Nigel Coates. There goes 147, Derek Keys. 2 Adrian Harden and 48 Brian Cornelius. Riding as a pair at the back there. This is how pairs racing should be done, you know. Follow your mate home. 15 Bob Dolman with 1 lap left remaining. And number 11. Phil Kidman in second place. Number 7 Nigel Coates. So Bob Dolman and Nigel Coates will be first and third. Brian Cornelius and Adrian Hart still battling it out of the back. Out comes the checkered flag and a win for Bob Dolman. Second place to Bill Kenton from Nigel Coates, Paul Morphy, Derek Keys, Adrian Hart and Brian Cornelius. Upright Solo, sponsored by Main Motor Solutions. Race 8 in your programme, a win for number 16, Bob Dolman. In second place was number 11, Phil Kinman. And in third place was number 7, Nigel Coates. Fourth place was number 15, Paul Morphy. Fifth place was 147, Derek Keys. Sixth place was number 2, Adrian Harden. And in seventh place was number 48, Brian Cornelius. Now are the finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute 21.96. 1 minute 21.96. That's 16, 11, 7, 15, 147, 2 and 48, 1 minute 21.96. Upright solos again then, sponsored by T.Penfold of Citra. And flat out down the first straight they go. And into the first turn, the upright solos. Mount. 12, Lee Oakley, battling away there in fourth and trying to ride around the outside of him, but he's hanging on to his fourth at the moment, but he's closing up on the third place man. Out in front then, Stevie Green and going for it. On 174, Robin Hill. Now it's Lee Oakley, Chris Mackett. I saw Ian Gutteridge go by. Rather spread out apart from the midfield, which is livening up somewhat. Takes the last lap flag to Stevie Green from Robin Belcher in second, Lee Oakley in third, Chris Mackett, Tim Mount, Ian Gutteridge. 111, Simon Garside. And the checkered flag comes up this time. We have another winner, 66, Stevie Green, on 174, Robin Belcher, Lee Oakley, and Chris Mackett side by side. And another cracking race here at Frittenden, sponsored by T.Penfold from Citra. Race 9 then, sponsored by T.Penfold of Citra. A win there for number 66, Stevie Green. Second place went to 174, Robin Pilcher. And third place went to number 12, Lee Oakley. Fourth place to 68, Chris Mackett. Fifth place to number 17, Tim Mount. Sixth place was 74, Ian Gutteridge. Seventh place was 111, Simon Garside. And eighth place was number 67, Michael Norton. The winner's time at 1 minute 23.50 seconds. From the top, 66, 174, 12, 68, 17, 74, 111, 67, 1 minute 23.50 seconds. Left-hand sidecars then, sponsored by D.R. Luckhurst Butchers of Smarden. First time out for these boys. Riding as a pair are Richard Webb and Jake Pope, W.Penfold and Ricky Pay. Then we've got Rob Heath with Carl Fish and Chris Berwick, W.Penfold. Then we've got T.Penfold, Carl Bell, and Martin Cuff, Colin Clark. All to fight for here. Some good pairings there. Interested to see how they get on. Richard Webb, newbie driver, been a passenger for several things over the years, but he's a newbie driver in this one, and he's partnered by W.Penfold. With Jake Pope with Richard Webb and Ricky Pay with W.Penfold. T.Penfold, Carl Bell and Martin Cuff, Colin Clark. There'll be a pair to be reckoned with throughout the day. And Rob Heath, Carl Fish, Chris Berwick, W.Penfold, or not W.Penfold. He's got the cracked ribs. Mark Hopkins going with Chris Berwick. Left-hand sidecar sponsored by D.R. Luckhurst Butchers of Smarden. Local staff, the local Grasstrack. settle down that first straight. W.Penfold and Ricky Pay make the whole shot. They are away in first place. I think his partner's struggling at the back there trying to get the bike going. 22, W.Penfold and Ricky Pay. Rob Heath and Carl Fish. Then T.Penfold and Carl Bell. And Richard Webb unfortunately out with problems on the top straight there. Around they come then, 22. On Martyin Cup, Colin Clark. Another side his partner, T.Penfold. Carl Bell. And those little bits just fell off the machine. We don't need that bit. Go faster without that. Round they come then. 22. W.Penfold and Ricky Pay leading this one. On the last lap, Martyin Cup and Colin Clark with his partner in opposition. T.Penfold. Then Rob Heath and Carl Fish. And the run up to the checkered flag. All in there for 22. W.Penfold and Ricky Pay, followed by Martyin Cup and Colin Clark. T.Penfold, Carl Bell, Rob Heath and Carl Fish, and 68, Chris Berwick and Mark Hopkins. Race 10, left-hand sidecar, sponsored by DR Luckhurst Butchers of Smarden. A win there for number 22, W.Penfold and Ricky Pay. In second place was 128, Martyin Cup and Colin Clark. In third place was 25, T.Penfold and Carl Bell. In fourth place was number 18, Rob Heath and Carl Fish. In fifth place was number 68, Chris Berwick and Mark Hopkins. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 30.93 seconds. From the top, 22, 128, 25, 18, 68. 1 minute 30.93 seconds. Left-hand sidecar, sponsored by DR Luckhurst Butchers of Smart. No Steve North and Steve North Jr. of course. And I'm told that Joe Butcher's failed to come to the line. So looks like a three-horse race as they gallop down the first straight. One of them seems to have slowed dramatically and seems to get going again. Meanwhile, on the front line, we have number 96, Gary Potter and William Naden from 125. Which it says is T.Penfold and Daniel Woodbridge. I thought it was Billy Penfold, but I don't know. Let's see if we can pick them up as they come round. 96, Gary Potter and William Naden. Hot off the press, screaming into the corner. And it's 125. Daniel Woodbridge. And then 124, George Penfold and Chris Hawkins. So the last lap flag is out for 96, Gary Potter and Naden. 5. It says it's T.Penfold and Daniel Woodbridge. There could be Tommy on Billy's bike. Who knows? Borrowed the leathers as well, just to confuse the commentator, I guess. Round the corner they come then. 96, Gary Potter and William Naden, first win of the afternoon. My name is George Penfold and Chris Hawkins from 125, T.Penfold and Danny Woodbridge. Left-hand sidecars, sponsored by DR Luckhurst Butchers of Smarden. Race 11, the win for 96, Gary Potter and William Naden. In second place was 124, G.Penfold and Chris Hawkins, and in third place was number 125, T.Penfold and Daniel Woodbridge. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 31.92 seconds. From the top, 96, 124, 125, 1 minute 31.92. We're back round. We must have had one leg done already because we're back round at the 500cc solos. Oh no, I don't think we are. We've got any right-hand sidecars yet. The round robin of the 500 sidecar, 500 solos continues. Race well will be no chip, no bin billy chap. The rest of it is as per the programme. Flying off down the start they go and hurtling into the first turn. Very, 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 very fast action here. That leads. That's that Wajtknecht. That Wajtknecht powering away down the straight. Don't see much of Zach in this neck of the woods. Lovely to see him up here and absolutely flying as he comes around that turn. Second place is 86, Fumarola. This is 47, Callum Walker. 25, Charlie Saunders. 198, Lee Madgewick. Followed by number 62, Johnny Burnham. The last lap flag is out already. The last race, 109. Zach Wajtknecht. Long partner for Line. Scoring maximum points in this one. That's Martyin Sturgeon. I've forgotten his partner's name for the minute, but it's taken in the first one. So the hot press on the points tally is already started. Here we come then. Checkered flag is out. And the win goes to 109. Zach Wajtknecht. From 86, Paul Hurry. From 47, Callum Walker. And 25, Charlie Saunders. 198, Lee Madgewick. Points make prizes. And that's number 62, Johnny Burnham, bringing up the rear. Race 12, sponsored by Rob Racing, 500cc solos, leg 1 of the round robin, sponsored by Rob Racing. We had a win for 109, Zach Wajtknecht. In second place was 86, Paul Hurry. In third place was 47, Callum Walker. Fourth place was 25, Charlie Saunders. Fifth place 198, Lee Madgewick. And sixth place 62, Johnny Burnham. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 13.96 seconds. From the top, 109 and 86 riding as a pair. Then 47 and 25 riding as a pair. And 198 and 62 riding as a pair. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 13.96. Race 13, sponsored by Stellar Dispatch. We've got Martyin Sturgeon and Adam Filmer, that was his partner. They had maximum points from their first ride. Can they do the same again in this one? Then Carl Harrington and Warren Atkinson ride together. Mark Baseby and Charlie Powell together. James Hartley, Colin Rock together. And Barry Coates and John Robinson together. Off the line they go. Flat out down the straight, looks like Martyin Sturgeon's got the whole shot. Adam Filmer's in third. Somebody split the pairing up in second place there. And it looks like he's going to come up the inside of Martyin Sturgeon. Mark Baseby is all over Martyin Sturgeon's rear wheel. Adam Filmer drops down to fourth. So, red flags. We stopped riding off on the first turn there. Right, race being stopped in the interest of safety. All back to the start and do it again. Bar, of course, the cause of the stoppage. 500cc solos, sponsored by Stellar Dispatch. We go without, unfortunately, 127 John Hollingsby Pert, who fell and can take no further part in the rerun. Race 13 then, going to the line now. Martin Sturgeon, Adam Filmer, one pair. Carl Harrington, Warren Atkinson, another pair. Mark Baseby, Charlie Powell. James Hartley, Connor Lock. Barry Coates now will be on his own. Sponsored by Stellar Dispatch. Solos, the big ones, chaps. And hurtling down into the first turn. And very fast indeed. We have 44, Mark Baseby, followed by Charlie Powell, followed by Adam Filmer, followed by Martin Sturgeon. And Connor Lock. Mark Baseby, very impressive and very fast this time. He trapped like a dingbat, and he's really going for it out there on the front line. Is 44 Mark Baseby. On 92 Charlie Powell. That's his partner, so it's 1 and 2 for them at the moment. Then Adam Filmer and Martin Sturgeon, who are also partners, and they're in third and fourth. Good stuff here. Past that flag already. It's fast and it's furious. It's 44 Mark Baseby. From 92 Charlie Powell. On 24 Adam Filmer. Partner Martin Sturgeon, 67 there running rather wide. And that was Connor Lock, and 56 James Hartley, his partner, zooming up the inside. There's the checkered flag, we have a winner. 44, Mark Baseby. 92, Charlie Powell, his partner following in home. Then 24, Adam Filmer, and 15, Martin Sturgeon, again partners following each other home. From 67, Connor Lock, and 56, James Hartley. 212 and 29, Carl Harrington and Warren Atkinson, and 77 on his own, bringing up the rear. Fantastic stuff here at Frittenden. Race 13, sponsored by Stellar Dispatch. A cracking win there, and some good pairs racing really, from number 44, Mark Baseby. And his partner in second place was 92, Charlie Powell. In third place was 24, Adam Filmer, and his partner was in fourth, number 15, Martin Sturgeon. In sixth place it was 67, Connor Lock. And in sixth place his partner, 56, James Hartley. In seventh place was number 29. And eighth place, 212, 29, was Carl Harrington. Eighth place was 212, his partner Warren Atkinson. And out on his own at the back there, 77, Barry Coates. Winner's time, 1 minute 15.56 seconds. Race 13, sponsored by Stellar Dispatch. From the top, 44, 92, 24, 15, 67, 56, 29, 212 and 77. 1 minute 15.56. So the fastest time of the day at the moment is down to Zach Wajtknecht at 1:13.96. We move on to the right-hand sidecars. This one's sponsored by Bandit Racewear, and they're underway. Scorching down the first straight. Wilson's the man that gets to the first turn first, with Miles Simmons right there behind him. And those two are a pair, so they would no doubt like to stay first and second if they could. So flying up the back straight there. Very tight towards each other into that corner, defending the position to try and keep the third place man back. Well, Wilson goes wide and Miles taking up all the track between them. Good pairs racing, that's what it's all about. Helping your mate out, keeping things just nice and steady. No need to rock the boat. Oh, Rob Wilson. That's number 8, Gary Shearer. 78, Hicks and Robbie Simmons. And Rob Wilson's left his partner a little bit behind there. He's leaving a gap. So he ought to ease up a little. I think he has eased up a little as Miles Simmons closes up. He's hot pursuit in third. He'll take no prisoners. Chance on two. Then it's Mick Stace. And beats T.Penfold bringing up the rear. Sorry about that. Went down a race. There's the second flag, 24 Rob Wilson. And Terry Saunters from Miles Simmons and Bradley. From Gary Shearer and Sam Heath. Hot stuff there with the right-hand sidecars and a pairing of Miles Simmons and Rob Wilson, 1 and 2. So race 14, sponsored by Bandit Raceway. The right-hand sidecars are underway, and we had a win for number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunters. In second place was number 9, Miles Simmons and Bradley Steer. In third place was number 8, Gary Shearer and Sam Heath. In fourth place was 78, Kieran Hicks and Robbie Simmons. In fifth place was 18, Mick Stace and Kizzy Ivy. And in sixth place, number 13, Joe Sturtridge and Mark Truscott. The winner's time was 1 minute 31.98 seconds. 1 minute 31.98. The right-hand sidecars opening big time here at Frittenden. We move on to race 15. It's right-hand sidecars again, sponsored by Will Offin, Team 80. Will Offin, Team 80. Sponsor race 15. We have Pete and Steve Colvin, John Hiscock and Terry Madley as a pair. John Stafford and Derek Page, Paul Standin and Adam Cowper-Smith as a pair. Matt Fumarola with Sam Fumarola, with Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. What a lovely mix. Anybody do it? I think we're in race 15 or in race 16 to equal them. It's a lot going on here. It's fast and furious stuff. I only count 5 outfits at the moment, and I believe it's 118, Paul Standing and Adam Cowper-Smith that haven't made it. Off we go then, down the first straight. Paul Whitelam in first place. We look at the pairing of Pete Colvin and John Hiscock. Right in there. In second and third places. Somebody's coming round from fourth into third. Nut up the pairing of the Hiscock-Colvin team. Paul Whitelam leads. He's gone up into third place, so it's well split on the front line there at the moment. Up the back straight and going for it. Paul Whitelam slides wide. John Hiscock wide. And Fumarola, Pete Colvin. John Stafford, haven't seen him about for a few years. Nice to see him back in the leather suit. Round they come then. Last lap flag is out already. Paul Whitelam's got the goings of it on the front line. Second, then back to 99, Pete Colvin. 1, John Stafford. And Derek Page. Hot stuff for second and third place as Matt Fumarola makes his move round the outside to try and catch his partner up on the front line. He's going to be tight to the finish here. John Matthew on the outside. Fumarola takes it from John Hiscock in second and Pete Colvin in third. So we have another maximum team on the points. Top of the chart. Race 15 sponsored by Will Offin, Team 80. We have a win for number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. In second place, their teammates 15, Matt Fumarola and Sam Fumarola. In third place, it was number 184, John Hiscock and Terry Madley. In fourth place was number 99, Pete Colvin and Steve Colvin. Partners, of course, to John Hiscock. And in fifth place, 81, riding on his own, John Stafford and Derek Page. No other finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute 32.17. From the top, 92, 15, 184, 99, 81. 1 minute 32.17. Hot stuff here in the sidecars. If we've got another pairing that can come first and second out of this lot, and I believe Tom Cossar and Mark Cossar might just do that, we will have level points on 3 pairs from the first leg. It's hotting up here at Frittenden. Right-hand sidecars, race 16, sponsored by Team 40, Supporting Dementia, UK. Team 40, Supporting Dementia, UK. I'm pleased to hear that, because I'm sure I'm going down with it. Race 16, Simon Beanie and Gareth Bemister with Will Offin and Sam Black. On the line, off we go. Nice clean start. Down the first turn they go. Mark Cossar gets there first. Second. 76, Simon Beanie. Tight stuff. Look, you've all 3 of them in the back of a transit van as they come out of that corner, but something's happened. I'm not sure who's in front, who's behind, but they're going for it. Full steam ahead into the next turn. Will Offin leading this one then. Mark Cossar coming through on the inside. Third and second at the moment, with Will Offin being pushed down into third. We could have these 3 master teams on the top of the points tally after the first leg. But it's hot stuff and it's fast. But now the Cossar boys will be taking up all the track to try and stop anybody else coming through. Proper teamwork. One on the inside, on the outside, and going through here. We're up in pushing hard in third place, but the Cossar boys seem to have sewn this one up early in the race. As Mark eases off the throttle for Tom to come on through, and he's not going to go away and leave his mate to be picked off. He's going to stand there and defend him. That's what pairs racing is all about. Now Mears off and struggles to split the pairs. Looks like Mark Cossar has stopped. Mark Cossar's gone off. So for all the team effort, unfortunately, it appears to have stopped on the far side there, and that will upset the points charts for them. But there's plenty more races to come. There's the checkered flag. Tom Cossar takes the win. Will Offin in second. Simon Beanie in third. And 731, Nick Dement and Dan Bray bringing up the rear. Wow, interesting stuff, and one of the hot favourites dropping a few points in the first leg. That's definitely hard work to make it up now. Right-hand sidecars, sponsored by Team 40, Supporting Dementia UK. We have a win for 29, Tom Cossar and Wayne Rickards. In second place was number 80, Will Offin and Sam Black. In third place was 76, Simon Beanie and Gareth Bemister. And in fourth place, 731, Nick Dement and Dan Bray. No other finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute 34.15. From the top, 29, 80, 76, 731. No other finishers, 1 minute 34.15. Solos making their way down the straight again. Tight stuff on the front line. 77, Mark Giles leading it. 19 in second place, Mark Taylor in third. Oh, Mark Giles dropped it. Looks like Mark Giles has dropped it on the corner there. Doing so well. Meanwhile, then round the turn, David Mears gets it all his own way. His partner in second place. If they can keep this up, that'll be maximum points from 2 rides. And 45, James Peters. 77, Mark Giles is up and running, but pulling off the circuit. 19, Dave Mears, from Mark Taylor. 45, James Peters. 28, Max Pankhurst. 14, Tommy Rowlett. 37, Michael Peters. 48, Brian Cornelius. Checkered flag out. Win for 19. Dave Mears, followed home by his partner, Mark Taylor, number 170. And it's 45, James Peters. 28, Max Pankhurst. 14, Connor Bell, sorry. And we're not be Tommy Rowlett from earlier. 37. They're doing it too long. Mike Peters. And 48, Brian Cornelius. Race 17 then, sponsored by Neem Racing, was a win for number 19, Dave Mears, followed home by his partner in second place, number 170, Mark Taylor. In third was 45, James Peters. In fourth was 78, which I think was 28, Max Pankhurst. And then fifth was 14, Connor Bell. Sixth was 37, Mike Peters. And 7th was 48, Brian Cornelius. No other finishes, 1 minute 29.20 seconds. Sponsored by HCC Sports Talk UK. Race 18 is underway, the 250cc solos. Now scorching down to the first turn. Entering the corner a little gingerly, I think, due to the recent watering. And we have 2 riders go down. 2 are down on that turn. Then Ilsley is the lead. On 91, Russell Little. On 69, which is Chris White. And 4, Jake Gearing. On 32, Nick Irwin. There goes 731, I think it's Nick Dement. 82, Ben Ilsley leading. 91, Russell Little. 9, Chris White on a PSA. Jake Gearing in his first ever meeting, Nick Irwin. Chasing him down hard after interrupted first corner. And that's number 1, Carl Arthur. Over the last name flag for Ben Ilsley. 731 is a lap behind. 91. Ben Ilsley's mate is in second. Nick Irwin, he's made up a bit of ground. 59, Chris White on the BSA. Starfire, I believe. And number 4, Jake Gearing. Number 1, Carl Arthur. And there's a winner, creeping up on the tail end of there. Ben Ilsley takes the win. Problems there for 91 as he just crosses the line in second place. 731, I believe, is a map in arrears. Then it's Nick Irwin, followed by Chris White. And Jake Gearing. Official result for you in a moment. Race 18, sponsored by HCC Sports Talk UK. A win there for 82, Ben Ilsley. In second place, his partner, number 91, Russell Little. In third place was 32, Nick Irwin. And in fourth place was 69, his partner, Chris White. Fifth place was number 4. And in his first meeting, Jake Gearing. In sixth place was number 1, Carl Arthur. And in seventh place was 731. Hicks men. None of the finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 41.15 seconds. 1 minute 41.15. Another good score. So that top point scorers there, 82 and 91. And good points, valuable points for 32 and 69. We move on to the 250cc solos, sponsored by Whitelam. And I don't know what was going to happen, but Shipp was supposed to come out as number 23, and all I could see was a crossed out number. We'll see what happens this time round. 250cc solos, sponsored by Whitelam. Race 19 in your programme. It's on the line. It's not happy. Start, I wouldn't have it if they were in their right positions. First rise. Understand as orders. Pace wide, away we go down the first straight, but all wheelie for the man there in last place. But he tamed it, got the wheel down, but it's unfortunate not going very fast forwards. Round they come then. Bunched up in the middle placings there. The leader is clear and absolutely going for it, but second, third and fourth are all close together. Charlie Brooks is again the lead, 23 there, and in second place on a different machine. So he's following his partner home again, in second place at the moment. The rest of the riders following suit behind. Here they come then. Charlie Brooks, absolutely flying here. Mackett on a PSI. On the front line then and going for it. Got the throttle eyes and mouth wide open. 16 Charlie Brooks. Leading his partner, holding on to that second place brilliantly well. That's not his partner, actually it's Chris Mackett, made it up into second place. Chris Mackett on the BSA in second. 37 on a ball taco. Neil. The old machinery doing really well here this afternoon. They have made them BSAs since about 1973. 16 Charlie Brooks takes the win. Second place there was 68 Chris Mackett. 37 Tim Neal on the ball taco. And I couldn't get the number. Well, there's 23, Shipp. Crossing the line there, 174. Brandon Gutteridge. Number 5 crossing the line, Dave Hollingsby, bringing up the rear. Race 19, sponsored by Whitelam, was a win for number 16, Charlie Brooks. Second place was 68, Chris Mackett. Third place was 37, Tim Neal. Fourth place was number 11, Anthony Sales. Fifth place was number 23, Shipp. Sixth place was 28, Julian Collins. Seventh was 174, Brandon Gutteridge. Eighth was number 2, Barry Arthur. Ninth was number 77. His name escapes me. And 10th was number 5. I think that was 27 actually. 27 Martin Hollingsby, and then 10th number 5 David Hollingsby, riding as a pair. Winner's time 1 minute 31.62. 1 minute 31.62. From the top 16, 68, 37, 11, 23, 28, 174, 2, 27 and 5, 1 minute 31.62 seconds. Move across to the 500cc sidecars. Simon Beard with Richard Webb and Mike Reed, Curtis McInerney riding as a pair. Then Jamie Kinnaird and Lynn Green with Richard Jenner and Roddy Sterling. And Natasha Bartlett, Kira Southgate and Berwick Mark Hopkins as the third pair. On the line they are. Starter trying to bring them under starters' orders. Somebody can't be happy. Starter's happy, we're underway. Flat out down the first straight we go then. Very tight stuff on the first turn, 3 outfits close together. First has got a little advantage with second and third are side by side. And it's number 4 the lead, Mike Reed. And Curtis McElhinney. And it's hot stuff as the 6 of them still are not very far apart. Oh, they start to get spread out now, but they seem to be bunching up in the middle. It's good stuff here. Number 4, Simon Beard and Richard Webb with Ealing and holding on to it. Second place. And number 8, Jamie Kinnaird and Lynn Green. All hot stuff. Who's that coming up from the back and moved up into 4th place? I think that's our Gurley team. I said that earlier and I was wrong. Round they come then. Number 4, still holding on to it. Simon Beard and Richard Webb. 7, Mike Reed and Curtis McElhinney, who are of course riding as a team, first and second at the moment. Second place man being hotly pushed by the third place runner, which I think is Jamie Kinnaird and Lynn Green. Marvellous hot stuff here from the 500cc Sidecars. Checkers they go. Partner in hot pursuit in second place, Mike Reed. Showing how team pairs racing should be done. Official result in just a moment. Race 20 sponsored by Lee and John, the Essex Marshals. Race 20 sponsored by Lee and John, the Essex Marshals. A win there for number 4, Simon Beard and Richard Webb. In second place, his partner, number 57, Mike Reed and Curtis McElhinney. In third place was number 8, Jamie Kinnaird and Lynn Green, followed home by their partner, 87, Richard Jenner and Roddy Sterling. And in fifth place, 65, Natasha Bartlett and Kira Southgate, followed home by 68, Dan Berwick and Mark Hopkins, their partner. So the partners finishing in the first and second, the third and fourth, and the 5th and 6th places, respectively. The winner's time at 1 minute 30.98. From the top, 4, 57, 8, 87, 65, 68. 1 minute 30.98. In this one, sponsored by Lee and John, Essex Marshals, race 21, 500cc Sidecars. Number 7, Barry Bennett, Ivan Hughes are leading this one. James Hogg and Scott Goodwin. And 77, Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett. And in 4th place, Chris Neame and Josh Russell. Oh. Hot stuff here at Frittenden as they bunch up on the turn. We've got 7, Benny Bennett and Ivan Hughes leading. Partners in third place. There's good points, valuable points being had here, but it would be nicer if the third man could get to second, but their points tally. Bringing up the rear, Chris Neame and Josh Russell. Hot stuff here at Frittenden as those top 3 outfits still very close together. Anything could happen. The last lap flag comes in. It's Barry Bennett, Ivan Hughes. James Hogg and Scott Goodwin. From 77, Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett. And Chris Neame, Josh Russell, bringing up the rear. Checkered flag goes. Number 7, Barry Bennett, Ivan Hughes. 73, James Hogg and Scott Goodwin. 77, Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett. And bringing up the rear, Chris Neame and Josh Russell. Race 21, the 500cc Sidecars, sponsored by Lee and John of Essex Marshals. Race 21, a win for number 7, Barry Bennett, Knife on Hughes. In second place was 73, James Hogg and Scott Goodwin. In third place was 77, Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett. And in fourth place was number 11, Chris Neame and Josh Russell. Now other finishers, the winner's time at 1 minute 26.44. From the top, 7, 73, 77, 11. 1 minute 26.44. Upright solos now then, sponsored by Main Motor Solutions. Main Motor Solutions. Flat out down the straight they come, into the first turn. Hot stuff. Looks like Stevie Green, but I shouldn't say things like that when I can't really see it. Stevie Green it is. Top number 8, Brian Brown. In second place. A little bit of a gap back to third and fourth. Fourth looks like Robin Pilcher. In front of him it does look like Chris Mackett, but anyway, let's go. We have 66, Brian Brown, 174, Robin Pilcher, 58, Chris Mackett, Lee Oakley, Paul Morphy, Brian Cornelius, Adrian Hart. Stevie Green getting a bit crossed up there in the corner, but he's leading and he's going for it on the last flag. On number 8, Brian Brown. Robin Pilcher. Then Chris Mackett. And Lee Oakley. Paul Morphy. Brian Cornelius. And Adrian Hart. Checkered flag coming out this time. Stevie Green, another win. Piling up the points. Number 8, Brian Brown, a good second place there. 174, Robin Pilcher. Then Lee Oakley riding as a pair. Then 68, Chris Mackett. 15, Paul Morphy. 48, Brian Cornelius. Number 2, Adrian Hart. Official result in a moment. Race 22, sponsored by Main Motor Solutions. A win for number 66, Stevie Green. Second place to number 8, Brian Brown. Third place to 174, Robin Pilcher. Fourth place to number 12, Lee Oakley. Fifth place to 68, Chris Mackett. Sixth place to 15, Paul Morphy. Seventh place to 48, Brian Cornelius. And eighth place to his partner, number 2, Adrian Harden. The winner's time, 1 minute 23.91. From the top, 66, 8, 174, 12, 68, 15, 48, 2. 1 minute 23.91. Now there's a good race sponsor if ever I saw one. Sponsored by Win Hill Norfolk Cider Limited. I wonder if they brought any with them. Win Hill of Norfolk Cider Limited. Upright solos, Big 2, race 23. Nigel Coates and Bob Dolman. Bill Kimman are doing keys. Tim Mountain, Simon Garside. Michael Norton and Ian Gutteridge. Down the straight they go then. Bob Dolman looks like he's trapped first and got down to the first turn. Nigel Coates, his partner, in second place, chasing hard. Number 11, Bill Kimman. All things happening here. Somebody's gone up from 4th into 3rd, and the next man comes up from 4th into 3rd, making a third man down to 5th. Bob Dolman goes a little wide, leaving a big gap for his mate to fill on the inside. It is number 2, Nigel Coates, that does it. Those two riding brilliantly as a pair now. Bob Dolman now decided to follow his mate home. Dare I say, the slightly faster rider leading the slower man as they come round that turn. But they're taking up all the track. As there's nobody, they probably know this, don't know how to get here, but they're occupying the circuit. They're making it very hard for anyone to overtake. Tim Mount is in 3rd. Bill Kimber in 4th. And they power on into the distance. The checkered flag is up. of Dolman wide. Nigel Coates on the inside. There they are, 1 and 2. Maximum points for those two. That is Tim now. That is 1-1-1. Simon Garside. And they're a team as well. They're a pair. So they've done well in 3rd and 4th. 147 Derek Keys and 67 Michael Norton bringing up the rear. Race 23 sponsored by Win Hill Norfolk Cider Limited. A win for number 16 Bob Dolman. In 2nd place his partner number 7 Nigel Coates. In 3rd place number 17 Tim Mount. In 4th place was number 11 Phil Kidman, not Tim Mount's partner. In 5th place was 1-1-1 Simon Garside, that was Tim Mount's partner. In 6th place was number 74, Ian Guttridge. 7th place was 147, Derek Keys. In 8th place was number 67, Michael Norton. The winner's time was 1 minute and 30 seconds. From the top, 16, 7, 17, 11, 111, 74, 147, 67. 1 minute and 30 seconds precisely. Now we move to the left-hand sidecar, sponsored by D.R. Luckhurst Butchers of Smarden. We're hoping for Richard Webb and Jake Pope with Will.Penfold and Ricky Pay. Look for Rob Heath and Kyle Fish riding with Chris Berry. I'll put the passenger up in a minute. And 93 Joe Butcher and Michael Chittenden. And 124 George Penfold and Chris Hawkins. And Mark Hopkins. I don't seem to have 6 on the line. 5. Down the straight they go then. Problems for our man in 3rd place. He seems to have slowed dramatically at the end of that straight. Will.Penfold, Ricky Pay leading it, with his partner in hot pursuit in 2nd place. And Jake Pope. George Penfold in 3rd, Rob Heath in 4th, Chris Berwick in 5th. Means Joe Butcher, I think, is the no-show. Round they come then. Will.Penfold and Ricky Pay, not waiting for their mate to catch up, are they? Will.Penfold waiting to come last at a golden opportunity. Will it come? Round they go. Will.Penfold sizing him up on the outside. He's got a big fast run around the outside, and there he goes, up into 2nd place. Richard Webb holding on to 3rd. Will.Penfold, Ricky Pay. Flat out of that turn. He's got the flag there. George.Penfold in 2nd. Richard Webb in 3rd. And Chris Berwick, Mark Hopkins. Into the last turn then for the last time. Will.Penfold leading. As many points as he can. In 2nd place, 124, George.Penfold and Chris Hawkins. Problems for Richard Webb. Can he get over the line in 3rd place? Yes, just. Richard Webb just takes that 3rd spot. With Jake Pope in the chair. Hot stuff on that last straight there. Richard Webb seemed to slow a little. Race 24, sponsored by D.R. Luckhurst Butchers of Smarden. A win, a cracking win for number 22, Will.Penfold and Ricky Pay. 2nd place, a well-deserved 2nd for 124, George.Penfold and Chris Hawkins. In 3rd place, 0-1, Richard Webb and Jake Pope. In 4th place, 18, Rob Heath and Carl Fish. And in 5th place, number 68, Chris Berwick and Mark Hopkins. No other finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute 32.16. From the top, 22, 124, 01, 18, 68. 1 minute 32.16. 25. Race 25, left-hand Sidecars again, sponsored by G.R. Luckhurst Butchers of Spartan. We get Darren Morris and Craig Scott, with Erwin Bowman and Alex Bowman as partners. T.Penfold with Carl Bell, Martin Cuff with Colin Clark as partners. Gary Potter, William Naden, T.Penfold, Daniel Woodbridge. Third, pairing T, race 25. Hot stuff. Here at Frittenden. Six on the line, and away we go. A nice quick easy start there. Down the straight they go. Build up some steam, ready for the first turn. Looks like Darren Morris on the inside. He's dropped down into third place as they come round the turn. Erwin Bowman leads it. To the way. It's tight stuff as they go around that turn there. Darren Morris trying to hold on to his partner's back wheel for a Welsh invasion. Erwin Bowman leads it. Pulling tight lines on that corner. His partner following suit. Let's look at 96. 96 is Gary Potter and William Naden. They're now up in that second place, splitting up the pairing of the first two. And we've got Martin Cuff, but Martin Cuff in fourth place. I think he's stopping on the far side, and his partner T.Penfold has stopped on the far side. Erwin Bowman, the same way at the moment, but not as a pair. First and third is good mark-up. Erwin and Alex Bowman then, with half a lap to go to the checkered flag. Erwin and Alex Bowman, a cracking corner there, and the checkered flag is all theirs. Their second win of the afternoon. And it looks like the chain has come off of 96, Gary Potter, but he's still got his second place. Darren Morris in third, T.Penfold in fourth. Race 25, sponsored by G.R. Luckhurst Butchers, the left-hand Sidecars. Closing their leg two was a win for number 7, Erwin and Alex Bowman. In second place was number 96, Gary Potter and William Naden. In third place, number 4, Darren Morris and Craig Scott. In fourth place, number 125, T.Penfold and Daniel Woodbridge. And in fifth place, pushing home, 128, Martin Cuff and Colin Clark. Oh, and we've got another one pushing. Give them a bit of applause, ladies and gentlemen, encouragement. Get them that bike across the line. That's not an easy thing to push up there, I think, with those knobbly tyres in that soft ground. And the T.Penfold and Carl Bell, number 25, get 6th place. And did I say 128? Martin Cuff and Colin Clark in 5th. We'll go through them again just for good measure. First place, number 7, Erwin and Alex Bowman. Second place, 96, Gary Potter, William Naden. Third place, number 4, Darren Morris and Craig Scott. Fourth place, number 125, T.Penfold and Daniel Woodbridge. Fifth place, 128, Martin Cuff and Colin Clark. And in 6th place, number 25, T.Penfold and Carl Bell. Winner's time, 1 minute 31.97. 500cc solo, sponsored by Robert Racing. Robert Racing. No Shipp, no Benford in Shepherd, no Tyrone to Main, I'm afraid. So a shortened lineup, and here go the remaining 4 riders. Hurtling down into the first turn. I think Mark Baseby is in second place at the moment. And his partner, Paul Hurry, is just moving up from 4th into 3rd place. So that's split the pairings up in this one. Paul Hurry with a little bit of work to do to try and catch Mark Baseby. Wajtknecht leading all the way. Mark Baseby in second. Paul Hurry in 3rd. Charlie Powell in 4th. Looks like 1st and 3rd and 2nd and 4th for the pairings. Valuable points at stake. There's the last lap flag. Zach Wajtknecht taking his trial. 44 Mark Racing and 86 Paul Hurry. 26 Charlie Powell. Half a lap remaining. Into the last turn goes Zach Wajtknecht. Paul Hurry makes his move. He's very fast up there behind Mark Baseby. Flat out of the corner, very tight line from Paul Hurry. Not enough to make it though. Mark Baseby gets the second. Paul Hurry gets the third. Charlie Powell seems to have broken down and he limped home. Time will tell. So, race 26, sponsored by Rob Racing. We have a win for 109, Zach Wajtknecht. In second place, 44, Mark Baseby. In third place, number 86, Paul Hurry. And in fourth place, number 92, Charlie Powell. No other finishers. The winner's time at 1 minute 13.92. From the top, 109, 44, 86, 92. 1 minute 13.92 seconds. 5 minute solos again, sponsored by Stellar Dispatch. Stellar Dispatch are back in this one. We have Daniel Broughton and Tommy Rowlett, Charlie Saunders, Callum Walker, Carl Harrington, Warren Atkinson, James Hartley, Connor Locke, and Johnny Vernon, Keith Matchwick. On the line, Starters Orderton. Oh, like a rocket out of that start. Down the track they go and into the first turn. Putting the motor on early and powering out of the turn. We have Charlie Saunders coming into the rear, 47 seconds. They've done all the hard work and stop on the first turn. Not bad luck there for Callum Walker. Charlie Saunders, of course, his partner, so he's now left the only one in the race to pick up the points. 25, Charlie Saunders. From 67, Connor Locke. It's all happening here at Frittenden. 25, Charlie Saunders. 1 lap to go. What a fast race. 67, Connor Locke is in second place. Then we got 56, James Hartley. By 29, Carl Harrington. And number 5, Daniel Broughton. And they're all having a bit of a mix-up at the back there. Somebody's gone up from about 6 up to about 4. The winner is 25, Charlie Saunders. But I'm watching the mid-pack there, because that's looking interesting. They come in that corner, they're like bees in a honey pot. And there goes 56, and who's going to get this lot? 212, Warren Atkinson just gets across there. Very tight between 5 and 198. Really, really hot stuff there on that mid-pack. It was looking really interesting on the last lap. And bringing up the rear, 62, Johnny Vernon. Race 27, sponsored by Stellar Dispatch, was a win there for 25, Charlie Saunders. Second place was number 67, Connor Locke. Third place was number 56, James Hartley. And those two were partners, so good points scored there by those two. In fourth place was 212, Warren Atkinson. And in fifth place was 198, Lee Madgwick. Sixth place, number 5, Daniel Broughton. Seventh place, number 29, Carl Harrington. And in eighth place was 114, Tommy Rowlett, with number 62 in ninth place, Johnny Vernon. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 18.96 seconds. From the top, 25, 67, 56, 212, 198, 5, 29, 114 and 62, 1 minute 18.96 seconds. Over the page, we're up to race 28, we're going for it. The turn of the right-hand sidecar, sponsored by Team 40, supporting Dementia UK. We have number 8, Gary Shearer and Sam Heath, with 18, Mick Stace and Kiz Ivy. We have 15, Matt Fumarola and Sam Fumarola, with 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. We have number 40, Dave Buckley and Mark Dibsdall, with 731, Nick Dement and Dan Bray. That's the pairings for race 28. Here we go then. 5-horse race. It's hot stuff with the right-hand chariots here this afternoon. The points are very close at the top of the table. And this is race 28. Camera is 15. 92 for one, and they're Stace, a pair, and then it's number 40, Dave Buckley and Mark Dibstall, whose partner unfortunately is broken down in the middle. But it's hot stuff on that front line as the points are piling up. Round they come, Matt Fumarola. On Paul Whitelam, Gary Shearer, Sam Heath, Stace, Kiz Ivy. A pair on the front line and a pair in third and fourth behind it. Last lap flag then, closing the gap up to make sure there's going to be no last minute passing. Whitelam following teammate home. Matt Fumarola and Sam Fumarola. Leading round the last turn from Paul Whitelam, Alan Elliott. Maximum points for them if they can get it across the line. Marvellous stuff. Third place, number 8, Gary Shearer. Followed home by his partner, number 18, Mick Stace and Kiz Ivy. And then number 40, Dave Buckley and Mark Dibstall. Hot stuff here at Frittenden. Right-hand Sidecars, race 28, sponsored by Team 40, supporting Dementia UK. We had a win, a cracking win for number 15, Matt Fumarola and Sam Fumarola. In second place, his partner, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. In third place was number 8, Gary Shearer and Sam Heath, followed home by his partner of 18, Mick Stace and Kiz Ivy. And in fifth place was number 40, Dave Buckley and Mark Dibstall. No other finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute, 32.74 seconds. 15, 92, 8, 18 and 40. 1 minute 32.74. Right-hand Sidecars again then, sponsored by Bandit Racewear. Bandit Racewear. Off we go down the straight, before you get a chance to tell you who's who. And number 9, Wilson, riding as a pair, hammer into the first turn in first to second places. Miles Simmons leaves the cap on the inside. Robbie Wilson moves into it, but doesn't overtake him. I think he would have done if he'd done that in an individual race. But as their partners, one must defend the other, and they are making a grand job of it. Miles Simmons on the outside, Rob Wilson on the inside. Cossar in second. The third, I mean. Not Mark Cossar, the other one, Tom Cossar. Ron Cossar. So with no Mark Cossar, it's blown the thing open. Round they come then. Miles Simmons. 24, Ron Wilson, Cherry Saunters. Riding 1 and 2. Look at that man in third place, pushing his nose up there, trying to get into place. Tom Cossar and Wayne Ricards. Trying to upset the apple cart. Round they come then. Miles Simmons. And Bradley Steer from Rob Wilson and Terry Saunters. Wayne Ricards. Fast stuff here in the last turn. Tom Cossar's going to make a big last run for it. That is the second flag. It's number 9. 24, Rob Wilson. From 29. Tom Cossar in third. And then we have 81. John Stafford and Derek Page. Right-hand Sidecar, sponsored by Bandit Racewear. Race 29 was a win for number 9, Miles Simmons and Bradley Steer. Followed home by their partner, number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunters. Third place went to number 29, Tom Cossar and Wayne Ricards. Fourth place went to 81, John Stafford and Derek Page. And fifth place to 118, Paul Standing and Adam Kalpers. Smith. No sixth finisher. The winner's time at 1 minute 31.63. From the top, 9, 24, 29, 81, 118. 1 minute 31.63. Right-hand Sidecars again, sponsored this time by Harry Whitelam. Sponsored by Harry Whitelam. We have 13, Joe Sturtridge and Mark Truscott, riding with Kieran Hicks and Robbie Simmons. We have 76, Simon Beanie and Gareth Bemister, riding with Will Offin and Sam Black. And we have 99, Pete and Steve Colvin, riding with 184, John Hiscock and Terry Madley. Revs rise, tapes flying, here we go again. Nice even break as they come down the first straight. Will Offin gets to the front with Pete and Steve Colvin in hot pursuit in second place. All fast stuff here this afternoon. All 6 outfits performing. Will Offin sliding a little bit wide, just getting off that inside line. Colvin right there in second place. 78, Kieran Hicks and Robbie Simmons. From 184, John Hiscock and Terry Madley. The other 2 outfits battling out of the rear. On the front line there, Will Offin going for it. Very, very wide, unlike him, but he's in second place. Kieran Hicks in third, John Hiscock in fourth. Round the pitch turn then. High, wide and handsome, very, very fast. These right-hand Sidecars. There's the last flag, or Will Offin, Pete Colvin, Kieran Hicks, John Hiscock, and Joe Sturtridge. On the last lap, it's the last bend for the last time. And the dust is starting to rise. Number 80, Will Offin. Takes that checkered flag. Pete Colvin, Kieran Hicks, John Hiscock, Joe Sturtridge. Another fantastic race here at Frittenden. That was race 30, sponsored by Harry Whitelam. Race 30 to right-hand Sidecars. Race 30, right-hand Sidecars, sponsored by Harry Whitelam. A right mix-up on the points there, with a win going to number 80, Will Offin and Sam Black. Second place to 99, Pete and Steve Colvin. Third place to 78, Kieran Hicks and Robbie Simmons. And none of those are partners to each other. Then in comes number 184, John Hiscock and Terry Madley in fourth place. In fifth place it was 76, Simon Beanie and Gareth Bemister. And in sixth place was 13, Joe Sturtridge and Mark Truscott. The winner's time was 1 minute 33.69. From the top, 80, 99, 78, 184, 76, 13, 1 minute 33.69. Don't do very much to the top line, but they'll make a bit of a mix-up in the middle, I should think, those points. On to race 31, the 350cc solo, sponsored by Helen Whitelam. Mark Giles will ride 77 in place of Megan Holtby. 77 Barry Coates is a non-starter. Connor Bell and Mark Giles are partners. Mears, Mark Taylor are partners. Max Pankhurst and Brian Cornelius, Mike Peters and James Peters. And away they go down the first straight. Looks like Dave Mears has got the whole shot again as he gets down to that first turn with Mark Giles in hot pursuit in second place and Dave Mears' partner Mark Taylor in third. Those top 3 pulling away from the rest of the field. James Peters is the man that's in fourth. It's all happening here at Frittenden. Dave Mears has put a foot wrong yet this afternoon. 77 Mark Giles, followed by Mark Taylor, followed by James Peters, Max Pankhurst, Brian Cornelius, Connor Bell. And the last lap flag is out for Mears. Second place is Mark Giles. Third place is Mark Taylor and James Peters and Max Pankhurst and Brian Cornelius and Connor Bell. If I remember correctly, some years ago the British Best Pairs Championships were won by 19 Dave Mears and 170 Mark Taylor. That's a win for Dave Mears, second place for Mark Giles and third Mark Taylor. And I think they could win this here today too. And they come, Max Pankhurst, James Peters. And Brian Cornelius. And bringing up the rear is Connor Bell. Another cracking race here at Frittenden. 350cc solo, sponsored by Helen Whitelam. That's leg 3 taken care of for the 350s. We have a win for number 19, Dave Mears. In second place was 77, Mark Giles. In third place was 170, Mark Taylor, who is of course Dave Mears' partner. So good points scored there in first and third. In fourth place was 28, Max Pankhurst. In fifth place was 45, James Peters. In sixth place was 48, Brian Cornelius. And in seventh place was number 14, Connor Bell. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 20.91. From the top, 19, 77, 170, 28, 45, 48, 14. 1 minute 20.91. Race sponsor, Helen Whitelam. On to race 32, 250cc solos up on the line there and waiting to go. Sponsored by ARP Race Team. No Aaron Butcher and no Ollie Stanford. The rest of it should be as per the programme. With Chris White had a fantastic first ride and then a bit of a mix-up in the second ride, but good result nonetheless. And let's see how they get on in this one. There's mixed flavourings so far. Off they go then. I think Nick Irwin didn't get the bike to go, apparently. I think it's being pushed back to the pits, so all that build-up for nothing. But here they come. And it's Chris Mackett that looks like he's got the lead on the BSA. Points on side motor. Chris Mackett then leading down that back straight, and where's his partner, 37, Tim Neal. Red flag's up. Red flag up. We had a bit of a whoopsie on this corner. The red flag is up. Chris Mackett over the top. Actually, I think that's a C15 SS80 with points on the side. Race stopped in the interest of safety. We will be back on with the rerun of race 32 very, very shortly. We go straight into the rerun for race 32. And away we go. Bit of a depleted field now, but we're underway. Hot stuff into the first turn. There's Chris Mackett in second place, trying to go around the outside. On that BSA, it's 37 that's leading. That's the Bultaco. This is the 1970s race. 2002 race. The Bultaco leads, the BSA in second place. And they leave the modern stuff behind. The two-stroke, four-stroke battle returns from the 70s. Here they come then. Chris Mackett getting the power on the outside with still the two-stroke involved. They are a pair, so you don't know who's going to win. We toss the coin, do you? You don't know what's happening here, do we? But they are a pair, and they are first and second on the 1970s bikes here in 2017. Bultaco, Spanish, BSA. Mayfield in Birmingham, England. Birmingham Small Arms. They're on the last lap, and those two are doing the business. Whereas the Japanese two-strokers in third place, and fourth place, and fifth place, and indeed in sixth place. So the battle's on the front line there, but they are riding as a pair, so I don't suppose they'll mind who wins and who comes second, as long as they are first and second. What a cracking race. Out of the last turn they come then. Chris Mackett nips up the inside, but he lets his mate out. Tim Neal takes the win. Chris Mackett in second place. Maximum points for that pair. 28 there is... Collins, and we've got all sorts of things happening there. What a cracking race. Back to the 70s. Race 32 sponsored by ARP Race Team. A win there for number 37, Tim Neal. In second place his partner number 68, Chris Mackett. In third place was number 11, Anthony Sales, followed home by his teammate 28, Julian Collins. In fifth place was number 1, Carl Arthur, followed home by his teammate 731 Nick Dement. No other finishers, the winner's time was 1 minute 35.46 seconds. From the top, 37, 68, 11, 28, 1 and 731, 1 minute 35.46 seconds. Race 33, sponsored by Gary Cook Racing, number 6. Where's he straight? Not here, obviously. On the line. Starter not happy yet. Starter happy. Under starter's orders, and away to go. Absolutely flat out into the first turn. It looks like Adam Shipp that has made it down. Sorry, Charlie Brooks it looks like. Charlie Brooks it looks like has made it down to the first turn first. He's got the power on, he's sliding wide, high and handsome, and he's going for it. Charlie Brooks. From 23, on a different machine again, that is Adam Shipp. So Adam Shipp moves up into second place. Ben Ilsley is in third. Number 5 breaks down and wobbles his way off the track. Round they come then. Charlie Brooks from Adam Shipp in second place. It used to be Adam Shipp right in front of him. And 82, Ben Ilsley in third. And it's all fast stuff here. Number 4, Jake Gearing bringing up the rear. And there's 16, Charlie Brooks on his last lap already. Going for it with 23. Adam Shipp in second. Ben Ilsley. 27, Mr. Hollingsby. Number 4, Brandon Gutteridge. Number 2. There's 16, Charlie Brooks takes another win. Adam Shipp gets home in second. Number 4 is a lap in arrears. Then it's 82, Ben Ilsley. Then it's 91, Russell Little. And 27, Martin Hollingsby. 174, Brendan Gutteridge. And number 2, Barry Arthur.